Hi everyone, so today I'm going to have a little bit of a rant slash review slash reflection slash any other R word that works when looking back on VIDinc. A couple of weekends ago, depending on when this video actually reaches the internet, Australia had its first ever YouTube convention. But like being the first year that something like this has ever taken place, I was actually really surprised by the turnout. Admissions reached about 6,500 or so, which was pretty good. Only downside to how big it was and how many people were there was that you literally queued for half the day. Yeah, Mum and I got there about 9:30. And the line was huge. The very far side. And it snaked around like that and then right up into Darling Harbour. I just kind of kept going up through Darling Harbour and it was ridiculous. When I got there, we like jumped in the queue and we're like, wow, this is huge. And then like half an hour later, when we'd moved about a couple of metres, the line had like tripled. I also got to meet Jordan Jansen. He was just... Actually, I don't really know where he was going. He was just kind of walking past through, like, right near the line. I was like, hey. And then chatted to him, got a photo. That was cool. And then it was about 5 to 11. And my meet and greet started at 11. One of the staff actually, like, pulled us out of the line. Because we were like, are we going to make it to our meet and greet? And they're like, quick, come with us. So they, like, escorted us inside to another line. Instead of having like wristbands, or they had lanyards for the VIP tickets or whatever, give me like a stamp that was like the same colour as my skin, and I'd lost it in about 3 minutes and they took your tickets off you. So if I wanted to leave, it was probably going to be a bit of a problem. They're like, oh yeah, that's the line for the Jenna Marbles meet and greet. We're waiting in a line. They're like, oh no, wait, sorry, this isn't where it's going to be. You've got to come this way. So this massive mob of like swarm of people just kind of all ran over there. And so then we were like clustered in this tiny corner. And then they led us into it in these like separate little lines. And we were like the third or fourth line, which wasn't too bad considering how many lines there were. When it came to checking everyone's tickets for the meet and greet, they realised that pretty much everyone in my line didn't have a ticket. So they all got kicked out. That queue was so nice. Like all the other people there, I like made friends with all the people standing around me and in the line, which was cool. And we were all kind of just chatting and everyone was fangirling. Line was a good amount of time, like the waiting kind of calmed me down a bit, because when we all got there we were all like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Jenna Marbles is there. And then being in that line for so long, I think it kind of calmed you down enough to speak sentences and use words when meeting Jenna. Spent a lot of time with everyone, she was really lovely. So you've got your soccer mums, you've got your dance mums, and then you have your Jenna Marbles meet and greet mums. So this mum accused like half our line of pushing in front of her when we really didn't. And then she's like, oh my god, you pushed in front of it. And we're like, no, it didn't happen. And kind of we're just like, she was like trying to make a scene out of it, and we're all kind of just like looking at her like, we can't be bothered. We've been in so many lines today already. Just let us be. Like, we were going to just let her go in front of us just to keep the peace. And then she, like, walks over and tries to, like, come at me. I was like, what? We, like, since I'd made, like, besties with everyone around me, like, in the line behind us and next to us, everyone's like, no, nobody pushed in. Just calm down. Meeting Jenna Marbles was literally the highlight of the day. Like, I'm still fangirling over it. It's kind of embarrassing. Because they were running like an hour behind or so. So everything kind of got cut short, which kind of sucked. Like, they quickly cut out, they cut out a couple of Kimmy Smart's songs and a couple of Jordan Jansen songs. And then I also saw Veritasium, like, showed a video he hasn't shown. He was about to upload, like, couple of days later or something. And then it was about lunchtime. I was like, yeah, there's no one I really want to see for like an hour or so. Maybe I'll just head over to the food area. Having one food stall for 6,500 people is not okay. In the end, I didn't bother. While I was there, instead of getting food because there was a massive line, I just drank a lot of water in these guys. Look at this. I don't know why I kept these. I thought they were way cool. Small things will use small minds. I hung around and saw like Keenan Cahill and Mystery Guitar Man, Devon Supertramp. Paint came on. John goes hard. I actually met him at the workshop the day before and made a complete fool of myself. I was like, I don't really go around, like, I haven't really had much celebrity encounters, I guess you could say. I was like, what do I do? Because I was at the workshop, which, just as a side note, were really good. Like, I was really impressed with the workshops. They were on like the day before. But yeah, I was just sitting at the workshop and I just kind of turned around, I was like looking around. And then I kind of did a double take and he's literally sitting right behind me in the workshop. And I was like, oh my god, act natural, act natural. I was just freaking out. And then so when we had like a lunch break or whatever, I was just like, can I get a picture? And like barely talked. It was so embarrassing. Just don't do that. Just don't do that when you meet YouTubers, please. I met Shay Carl and I died a little bit. I was quite composed by that stage. I knew what not to do. And he was so nice. He was just going on about absolutely nothing. And then we took the photos and he's like, no, I need to see if it's a good one. So yeah, basically the only thing you got from VIP from my understanding was like some merch or something. And a seat. There was seating. It wasn't like arranged seating or whatever, it was just sit wherever. So I was staying at the barricade for a lot of hours. I was there for so long, and one of the staff guys who was there like the whole time too, he's like, you guys have been here for ages, go take a seat. And we're like, what? We don't have VIP. And he's like, it's fine. Yeah, and some of the staff were really nice, like that guy. And there was one staff member who was staying there, and she started talking about how much she hates YouTubers and how they're all such a joke and how she can't stand any of them. And we're all kind of just like looking at each other like, wow, this is really inappropriate. It all started when Tobuscus got there. Like, everybody pushed forward and you're standing there, and then there's these staff members who were like, move back behind the line and that stuff. And like, no one was in the VIP. Like, the couple of girls standing in front of me, they must have literally been like 10 or 12. They were really young. But they were standing in front of me, and there was like this line on the ground and their foot was literally just over it, and she's like, you've got to get back. And like, they couldn't get back because none of us could move back, so that was a bit annoying. They were just kind of freaking out over nothing and like trying to herd everyone around like cattle. Got to see JS Lee live, which was really cool. I'm a little bit in love with their voices. And then obviously Ryan Higa, and then they awkwardly kind of delayed the time for ages, and then they're like, yep, so Jenna's not coming, bye everyone. So then and I just went and ate a lot of pancakes. Pancakes on the rocks. That's how that went down. Like, no one was expecting the event to run smoothly, obviously, because it was the first year. I loved the day. There were so many good things about it, and it was really good. It was a really good weekend, like a fun weekend, and there were so many positive things about it. But then, of course, everybody always seems to talk about the negative things. It's just kind of like human nature to think about those and dwell on those. I'm not just like, it was shit, I'm never going again, because let's be honest, I'll go next year. The really cool thing that they had was one of the uni, they did this cool photo booth. It was like, because they also broadcast live from the day or something like that on their YouTube channel. And then next to that was merch, because from my understanding, I thought they were going to have the YouTubers merch. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy something of Jenna Marbles and then get it signed, because otherwise I would have bought something off the internet. But I was like, oh, I'll save all that shipping cost. All the merch wasn't YouTubers. It was Boom and it was VIDinc, which was fine. They can have merch, that's okay. And then they had like this on the map, it said there was this like massive merchandise bit, and it was like some comic shops stuff. Boom was really good. They had like cool little things going on, like interviews going on throughout the day with different YouTubers and stuff, and that was cool. The only problem was, because it was all in, they seemed to use the first half of the haul for nothing and then the second half for everything. Like, hard to hear them because there was like the performance area where they had like the dance crews and stuff, and then so they had loud music, and then the Boom booth had loud stuff, so everything was kind of like piling up at one stage, and I was like, I can't hear anything, what is going on? So yeah, all in all, it was a good day. There was just a lot of things that could have been run better. It was a little bit messy. Lines for one. Queuing for everything was not fun. It really wasn't. Not enough food. It was too compacted together, I think. Like, they had two convention halls. They could have used both, but they seemed to favour one side and use the other one for queuing and a meet and greet area. Like, the pros were, there's cool stuff to do, like if you're into gaming, which I'm not, but they had this cool like gaming area for people who are like loving the games. And then obviously that photo booth, the uni photo booth, was really cool. Shay Carr was amazing. Like, I really enjoyed Veritasium's talk, and Devon Supertramp's at the workshops. I thought they were really interesting. And Mum came with me and she was like, I think it inspired her, because now she kind of knows what YouTube's all about. I'll be like walking down the street, she'll be like, that'd be a really good YouTube idea. And I'm like, no it wouldn't, Mum, no it really wouldn't. Oh, we should put the camera here and do this for YouTube. No, Mum, we shouldn't. Long weekend. The workshops went for hours as well, but it wasn't that bad. And hopefully I'll see some of you there next year, if my video hasn't been too off-putting. Thanks for watching. It's probably gotten quite long because I didn't intend to ramble this much. Bye!
Mom, can you say something to my vlog, please?
Yeah, what's your vlog called?
My YouTube account's EmmmmaBemmaaa.
EmmmmaBemmaaa. I'm Jenna. Everything rhymes.
Thank you so much.